What is up guys, Delboy here, bringing you some heavyweight boxing news. Filip Hrgovic will be back in action on the 9th of September. Filip Hrgovic is obviously a standout prospect in the heavyweight division, former amateur standout, bronze medalist in the Rio 2016 Olympic Games, etc, etc. He was a very sort of successful amateur and now he embarks on his pro career. Already he is 5-0 with 4 knockouts, and on the 8th of September he will be taking quite a considerable step up in competition. He is going to be fighting fringe contender Amir Mansour. I feel this is a really good step up fight. Originally Filip Hrgovic was supposed to fight Gary Cornish. Gary Cornish obviously once fought for the British heavyweight title against Sam Sexton. He lost that fight. He also fought Anthony Joshua for the Commonwealth title and lost that fight. So, you know, Cornish has a pretty record, but whenever he stepped up, he's lost. And that was the original opponent for Filip Hrgovic. You know, somewhat of a step up in comparison to his previous fights, but still not really a big jump in competition. You know, so far Hrgovic has beat guys like Sean Turner, Tom Little and Rafael Zambano-Love. I'd say Cornish is maybe on the level of Sean Turner and Tom Little, maybe a little bit better. But Amir Mansour represents a massive step up from all of those guys he's fought so far, as far as I'm concerned. Yes, Mansour is 46 years old, but, you know, he keeps himself in tremendous shape. He carries serious punching power. He's experienced. He has good hand speed for a heavyweight. And in the pro ranks, he carries quite a bit of experience. You know, he's been in there with guys like Dominic Brazil, Gerald Washington, Fred Cassie, Steve Cunningham, Sergei Kuzmin. You know, he's been in there with some decent competition over the years. So without doubt, you know, easily the most experienced guy Hrgovic has fought so far in his pro career, and without doubt the biggest puncher Hrgovic has fought so far in his pro career. I do feel this is a considerable step up, like I said. Nevertheless, I still expect Hrgovic to win this fight. Hrgovic, you know, he is going to be the much bigger man. Hrgovic is listed as 6'6". To me, he looks a bit closer to 6'5", but we'll digress. Amir Mansour is listed as 6'1". So already Hrgovic has a big height and reach advantage. And I think that will play a big factor in this fight. Hrgovic, you know, he's got a good jab and he likes to keep it long. Also, he's got really good feet for a big man. And Mansour needs to get close to get his best work off. And I think he is going to struggle to close the distance on Hrgovic. I think he's going to struggle with the jab of Hrgovic. And he's going to struggle with Hrgovic's footwork. You know, Mansour is 46 years old. He's not an old 46, but he's still 46. And I think his feet are going to be slower than they were a couple of years ago. So him getting close to Hrgovic, you know, might be a bit of a task for him at this stage. And I think he could be eating jabs all night long and eating those straight punches. To me, Hrgovic is very reminiscent of Vitaly Klitschko in a sense. He's kind of got that same herky-jerky style. You know, sometimes he likes to pull back to avoid punches. You know, sometimes he carries his hands low. He's got that kind of vibe about him. You know, sometimes he throws punches at weird angles. Hrgovic is a little bit like Vitaly Klitschko in that sense. He's certainly the most reminiscent boxer of Vitaly Klitschko that's around today. And I feel that style is going to be all wrong for Amir Mansour. But nevertheless, I still feel this is a considerable step up for Hrgovic in his pro career so far. And not only that, there is some kind of title on the line. This fight is going to be for the WBC International Heavyweight title, so the winner of this fight will become ranked by the WBC. So, providing Hrgovic wins this fight, he then becomes a contender at 6-0, and that would be quite good going. Me personally, I rate Hrgovic quite highly. I feel he's one of the better prospects coming through at the moment, and at the very least, in 12 to 18 months, probably 18 months, I think this guy will be in title contention. At the very least, I think this guy is going to fight for a version of a heavyweight title. You know, I'd probably pick him to beat Manuel Charr right now, actually. So I'm pretty sure he can win some version of a heavyweight title. To me, it's just how he develops over the next few months, over the next year or so. I believe he's actually signed to Sauerland Promotions. I really hope that works out. You know, recently a couple of heavyweights haven't really left on the best terms with Sauerland, you know, Kubrat Pulev and Robert Helenius. Hopefully it doesn't turn sour with Hrgovic. Hopefully his career is not delayed and is not stop-start like those two, because he is a really good talent. Looking forward to seeing this fight. No doubt about it, it's a big step up, but I feel Hrgovic is ready now to take this type of fight, and I think he has enough to beat Amir Mansour. But Amir Mansour always has that puncher's chance. He's always a determined individual. You know, he's going to want one more shot at the big time, so he's going to come to fight, best believe it. But yeah, Hrgovic versus Mansour set for the 8th of September. Really good fight. Peace.